So let's try this again. Product reviewing, Mikki Walkrite harness. Available from most large pet retailers, Amazon, eBay, all that jazz. Ta-da. Right, collar, fine. Only issue with it is the slider is a bit slippy, and I have no idea what those are for, but they've obviously broken at some point. Those bits there. No idea what they're for. D-ring's great, do the job, aren't going to pull. That's the only issue, is that when you put the adjuster on, this bit here, the excess, can slide very, very easily. I suspect there should be another bit of plastic on there, but that's probably snapped off because the dog's a puller. We used this for 3 months last summer with Sprite when he was 6 months old. We had to stop using it because we had issues and we switched to a Holty. He's now back onto this harness simply because he's got a problem with his Holty. Not a product problem, a behavioural issue. He's a typical toddler. Right, anyway, this bit here is the control section. It slips through the main collar at the top, goes underneath the dog's legs and clips to the front of the collar. So basically it forms like a U shape underneath the dog's legs. That's where you get the control from. They don't like the idea of their feet being tangled and all that sort of thing. Theory's great, not in practicality, especially with this product. I got it because I read reviews and people said, oh, it's great, great, works. Not for us. Anyway, clip. Mikki, far too flimsy. It's a sort of clip you get on a key ring for keys. It shouldn't be on a dog's collar. It's too thin. It's the sort of thing you find on a cheaper product. Comfort padding, not good. Moves. Do it slowly to my webcam's a bit naff. Anyway, this moves up and down the harness and can cause friction burns, cause rubbing, and we had friction burns and rubbing last summer. Basically, I'd say this is equivalent of a wedgie from a thong. I'm not being rude, I'm being blunt, I'm being truthful. Very, very tight, it's polyester, it's nylon, there's no breathability in the fabric, there's no stretch, there's no give, which I know you don't want when you want is a control product, but you've got to think of the dog's comfort, and to be honest with you, this provides none. Anyway, this bit here, which is supposed to be providing the control, a flimsy plastic sort of push toggle, the sort of thing you find on a coat or that sort of thing, not very strong. Maybe when you first start walking, nice and tight. However, when he's walking along, or in his case, he's chewed it. Please don't ask me how he's chewed it, but he's chewed it. When they're walking along, just one pull and the whole thing slides. You don't even have to push the clip. Right? Controls useless. This product for us was absolutely useless. Once he got used to it and he realised he could slip out of it very easily because the toggle's slipping, that was it. We didn't see him for dust. Now Sprite walks on, at that point he was walking on a retractable lead. Now he's on a horse Holty, a horse lunge line, but that's great because I can walk him at a distance. But this, yesterday, we were walking on it, he's now a year and a bit old, I think, a year and 5 months. Anyway, he really did not like it yesterday. It was pulling and he's already got the sores again, so it's going to be a struggle to walk him until he can get over his problem with the Holty, because this product fails miserably. Mikki, redo your product design. You get 5 out of 10 for the collar because that's excellent. The actual restraint bit, 0 because it is literally like having a wedgie from a thong. I can't imagine how uncomfortable this is for Sprite. It must be like having a saw going through his armpit. But I know that a few other dog walkers I've met when he's been on this have all voiced the same issue, saying that they're great but the dogs can work out how to get out of them. There is just simply no control because this clip slips. That is your main product flaw, that bit there. So if you redesign that bit, fine, but for us, no. It's the cords are too narrow, they're chafing too much, the clips are too flimsy. I'm quite concerned that he'd snap those very easily, and I'm worried that if he's got tension on them when they snap, it's going to go in his eye or cut him somewhere, and it's going to cause quite nasty injury, quite honestly. And and I don't fancy being dragged down the dog field chasing after him. So there's my product review of the Mikki harness. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. I would strongly advise dog walkers to try Holties rather than these, because you've got better control, and I would go for the proper Holtie ones that you can get. I will be doing a review of the Holtie later, but that's my review of the Mikki Walkrite.